standing up straight, feet completely together. Shoulders up, back, and down so that they're relaxed. Right? Chin parallel to the ground. And you imagine a silver thread coming down from the heavens, right down the back of the spine, right down into the center of the earth. And just place your hands on the diaphragm, just to get a sense of the diaphragm and diaphragmatic breathing. Breathing in, diaphragm expands. Lift, exhale, diaphragm contracts. Tongue is held at the top of the mouth, the roof of the mouth, filled back just behind, on the soft palate. When you exhale, you just slightly relax the jaw and let the breath out. And you can rub your hands together to activate the lagoon point. Yeah. Your hands up, facing up, fingers pointing up, just when you do that. And then you can just get a sense of the energy between the hands, facing each other. Breathing in, just feel that sense of energy widening. Exhaling, contracting. Always with the breath, you're expanding, contracting. Relax the shoulders. Step into the horse stance. So you're shifting your weight, stepping over and putting your foot flat down, not toe first or anything, but flat. Toes are pointed slightly in. Curls are turned slightly underneath you, right? So you pick up the kidney point, right, which is underneath the foot.
Okay.
Right? Bend the knees slightly, and then the knees should go outside of it. You push to the outside. Right? And then the pelvis should open up, so you want to rotate the pelvis out. You want to make sure that you're not leaning back, not leaning forward, but being upright, so you're settled on your hips. You tuck your pelvis underneath you. Palms heart height. And you gaze through your fingers. And you can stretch the little piece of skin here, so that is straight. It gives a better energetic flow. Same with the other way. And just settling into it. Just relaxing. Lifting, expanding, exhaling, contracting, relax the hips, relax the shoulders. 3 things always to remember: breath, posture, and mind. And slowly shift the weight to the right foot. You don't need to be turning it, you're just shifting the weight. You're lifting your left foot, bringing the left foot in, placing it right down next to you, settling the chin. At some point you might start to feel like a field of energy around you that you can use to support yourself. So we'll start into the exercises. So 4 warm-up exercises, and then the precious 8. So go into the first warm-up exercise. Remember what it's called? You'll find out.
The side
Yeah,
stretch.
the side stretch. Okay, so what's important is that the head leads. Okay? To the right. Okay? And the head, you want to try to drop it down onto the shoulder. And then you just continue down, relaxing both arms, relax the shoulders, drop the head, and feel the stretch right down the side of the body. And then exhaling, coming up, body first, keep the head down. When the body is completely upright and the shoulders are square, then the head comes up flat. Head drops to the other side. Down, stretching. start to come up, you're exhaling. The exhalation helps push you up and gives your body support. Shoulders square, head comes up low. So, next exercise is... I know.
Being on camera.
Yeah. So,
That would be
you know
the
what it's called?
propeller.
Propeller turn. Yeah. So, again, as the arms start to rise, you're shifting the weight onto your right foot. You're stepping out with the left into the horse stance. Not the toe first, flat. The whole foot goes down at once.
Okay.
Right? The hands are coming up. Rotating the palms up to the heavens. Softening the elbows, softening the shoulder, relaxing the shoulder. Hips tucked underneath you. Right? Okay. As you breathe in, your upper torso slightly lifts off the pelvic girdle. So slight lift as you're breathing in. The breath is coming up into the upper body as you're turning. And as you go, you're slightly sinking down a little to get a little bit more rotation. You always want to make sure this is perfect as your arms are right across, opened up completely. And exhaling, make sure you're not leaning back. Exhaling and going back to center. Breathing in, lift slightly, and just kind of float around. Let the breath do the work for you. Make sure you're not leaning back too much. That's nice. Relax the chest, relax the shoulders. Right. Stepping in. Next is hip rotation.
Hip rotation.
Again, right? You can activate the lagoon point again, and then the hands are going to go right onto the kidneys with the fingers facing down. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
But as you do that, right? So we're stepping out. The hands are going back to the kidneys. Flat foot, not toe first. Settling nicely. Right? Not without leaning back. Then hips, breath, visualize and have an intention for the breath to go down into the hip and to start circling the hip. So hip goes slightly to the left, and then we're circling to the right. And just to isolate the hip, you want to keep the upper body as still and as centered as possible, and you just really want to isolate the hip. So imagine that the hip is being drawn by a thread, and you're just circling just with the hip. Breathing in to the back, exhaling as you come round to the front. Complete exhalation. Make sure you're not leaning back too much. Contract the abdomen when you're breathing out, and exhale all the way, and it forms kind of a bowl. You can really tighten up right into the dantian, the energies. The other way. The other direction. Goes to the right. And circling to the back. To the back. Relax the shoulders. To the front. Exhaling completely. Dropping the hand. Shifting the weight. Pushing the foot. Pushing yourself up on that field of energy that's surrounding you. So the energy is all around us. We just want to merge into that universal energy. Next one.
Would be with the knees, the knee rotation.
So again.
And activate the lago point.
Eyes looking straight ahead. Okay, what we want to be really careful of is that you really isolate the knees. Instead of shifting the hip round, you want to just be here, right? Looking ahead, and you're now you're doing a knee circle. It's a knee rotation. So just the knees. The hips are not moving. The hips are staying centered behind you, right? Around and up. And just go to the point of comfortable, uncomfortable. You don't want to strain too much. And make sure you straighten the legs completely when you come up to take the pressure off the lower back. Keep your head facing forward. A couple more. Okay, you see, try to keep this your hips behind you a little more. Do a little less and just focus just on the knee rotation.
Okay.
And you don't want, ideally, you don't want the knees to extend past the toes, so when you're coming down, drop your body more.
Okay.
So that the knees aren't coming over the front of your toes.
Oh.
All right? So you keep your feet nice and flat and just drop the body more if you want to go.
Okay, so I'll work on that to the other side.
Yeah. You're dropping your hips but keeping them centered. It's a tricky one, you know, to
Yeah,
do.
it is.
Yeah, you see, you're lifting your heels. You want to keep your heels flat.
Right, right.
You don't want to extend past your toes. Ideally.
Something to work on.
All right.
Then we go into the precious 8.
Precious 8.
And we have the propeller. Right?
We did the propeller.
We did the
warm-up.
propeller.
Yeah.
We have
So
the,
now we have. Now I'm stuck here. What is it?
we need cue cards.
We need cards, that's right.
You can cut this part out, right?
No.
You
It's all
can't?
good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, full body stretching.
The full body stretch.
Well, that's the last one, is the full body stretch with external chi. This
Right.
one is called, we'll just do it.
We've blanked out.
We've blanked
Two
out.
performances. Two performers who have blanked out. Dr. Chow, we love you.
Okay.
However, we're going to go into the first precious 8. So, here we go.
Turning the palms out. Rotating the palms. Breathing in. And interlocking the fingers. Turning, pushing right up. Stretching right up onto the toes. You need to pick a point right in front of you to stay really nice and stable. Keeping up on the toes until the arms are at shoulder height. When the arms are at shoulder height, then you lower the heels, lower the palms. The palms hit the thighs as the heels touch the ground.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's good.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of my favorites.
I know, I just totally blanked out on the name of it. But we'll let it go and it'll come to us.
Yeah.
All right, next one is
It's the
bow and
bow and
arrow.
arrow.
Okay, so the hands come up chin height. Right hand outside of left. And as we do that, we're stepping in, like the hands come up and we step out simultaneously. So it's the chest, the breath comes up to the chest opens and expands, so it's not so much an arm movement as the chest opening up. Eyes following the palm. Stretching out. Releasing and gathering the chi. Open the chest, and that's going to open the shoulders, and that's going to open the arms. Try not to lean back. Release the arrow. Gather the chi. Shift the weight, separate the palms. Palms face down. Palms push up on the energy field around us. want to feel that stretch across your body. Diagonal. Push that. Try to keep that palm right up. Exactly. Beautiful. Right. The other hand rotates out. Fingers pointing out. Nice. Let's adjust your body just a little bit. Good. Okay. Then when you're up like this, palm rotate. The upper palm rotates behind you. Palm comes in front of the pelvic region. Up and down the energy line. Central line of the body. Back, rotate up, rotate down, separating the chi. Palm rotates out. Try not to twist. Shoulder down. Palm to the back. Upper palm rotates behind you. That's it. Yeah, it rotates behind. That's it. Other comes in front, then it comes back down. Center line.
Yeah, I can really feel the chi movement in that one.
Okay. Next is
the head rotation.
head and neck rotation.
Yes.
Head and eye rotation.
Head and eye, yeah.
Head and eye. Turning the head. Just isolate the head. Make sure your shoulder doesn't come around. Keep it back. So just the head. Once your head is around as far as it can go, keep your eyes at eye level, not down. Eye level. Okay? And now look behind you as far as you can and stretch the eyes. As you exhale, release the eyes first so that you don't, it's really easy to pull a little muscle or something if you don't relax the eyes first. So relax the eyes, then the head comes back, exhaling, head coming back to center. Breathing in, head to the left. Eyes, eye level, stretching in, keeping them behind you. Make sure you're keeping the shoulder back. Release the eyes. That's the first 4 pressure saves.
Right.
Last 4.
Then we have the... Yes.
Yeah.
Where we activate the logone point.
Actually, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Sort of
Okay.
stepping out. It's the upper body rotation.
Upper body rotation, that's right.
And the hands pointing down into the pelvic region, so that they're on the sit bones. Well, the sit bones are in the back, but down. Without leaning back.
Okay.
Right. Head to the right. Okay. Isolate the head. The head drops down. Okay. Then the body rolls down. Because your head's to the right, the hip goes to the right, upper body goes to the left, shoulder up to the sky. Maybe right over. Continue the rotation, and back, head back, hips to the left, upper body to the right, rolling around. Okay. Now bend the knees, squat down. Squat down. Exhaling, rolling up from the base of the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping the head down. Contract the abdomen to support the spine. Once the upper body is upright, then the head comes up last. Other direction, left. Head rolls down. Body rolls down. Hip to the left, upper body to the right. Circling the hips out in front, upper body to the back. get twisted. Squat down. There we go. Shifting the weight. Try to get out of the habit of going up on the toe.
Oh.
Try to just lift and bring it down and plant it.
Okay.
Bang. Bang.
Then we have
Arm raise.
the arm raises.
So your fingers are linked behind you. Pushing down. Shoulders back and down. And then you want to try to rotate the arms in. Rotate the elbows in and towards. And then it's like a scoop. And you're scooping up. And up on the toe. Central line of the body. And comes up, rotates chin level.
Just bring it straight. There we go. And then we
Now,
do that
full body stretch with
full
external
body
change.
Right.
So, hands relax. And just be soft. And the wrists are more what lead at first.
Okay.
You know, and the hands will come up after.
Okay.
Head first. Head drops down first. Then the body follows. Just relax the arms. Let them come down. Palms brush the knees. Hands go down to the side of the leg. And go back and put your hands on the back of the leg wherever it's comfortable. Forehead into the knees. Don't overdo it. Just what's comfortable. Hanging down. Bend your knees a little bit to take the stress off the lower back. Rolling up, exhaling, vertebrae by vertebrae. Keep the head down until the shoulders are up completely. And the head comes up last. Palms go on the kidneys, facing down, bending the knees. Head goes back, arching back. Looking back behind you, stretching the eyes back. Next thing. How's that feel?
That's great.
A few little differences?
Yeah. I mean, all these little subtle things that you bring in, it really helps.
I mean, the biggest point, you know, for myself, for all the teaching and everything like that, it's just like really focusing in on the breath, focusing on your Diaphragm, the energy center, having the breath fill the diaphragm and expand through your whole body. Just stretching internally. You know, it's the internal stretching that's going to open up the meridians, loosen blockages, let energy flow, and that's what's going to be most important for the healing too. When you're clear, and when all your meridians are clear, and you can feel that energy that permeating your whole body, and then you can express it. You know?
Mhm.
And that's when you become empty, like a vessel to use for healing, for the universal energy.
Right.
You just bring in.
Thank you.